With the release of Broken Arrow on the horizon in early 2024, a no BS preview is in order of this epic game. I've played the closed beta and have had first-hand experience of Broken Arrow and can confidently say this will be a game-changing modern RTS that will blow people away. However, for this preview, I will not be using my experience from the beta due to a non-disclosure agreement, but instead, the developer's publicly released information will be used, along with the demo, to give you an extensive view of all the features confirmed in the game and what makes Broken Arrow so revolutionary in the modern RTS genre. To recap, for people completely not familiar with Broken Arrow, it is a modern RTS set in the near future where Russia and the US end up going to war in Eastern Europe. The game will feature a single-player campaign, a fully fleshed out and customizable multiplayer, which will be the star of the show, and even a mission editor where you can create your own scenarios and play them out. Broken Arrow's big innovation will be its unit customization, which promises not only hundreds of units, but hundreds more customizations on those units to make players have 100% unique armies. The unit customization is Broken Arrow's standout feature and puts the game into a league of its own. There are 300 units with 1,500 possible customizations of those units, which is insane. An example of the customization is the US Marine Corps Viper attack helicopter. Viper can be equipped with a standard loadout with Hydra rockets to tear infantry to shreds. However, you can turn the anti-infantry Viper into a tank hunter by literally switching the Hydra rockets from tow missiles to give the same helicopter more range and armor penetration. But wait, there's more, as you may now want the same tank hunting helicopter to become a short-range air defense platform to hunt other helicopters. Well, switch out those tow missiles for AM 9X Sidewinders, anti-air missiles, and now you have an anti-air platform. You now have one unit that can perform 3 different roles. To add to that, for the Viper you can combine missiles for different uses. For example, Hellfire missiles can be combined with Sidewinders to make anti-tank and anti-air helicopters, which gives even more flexibility into how you create your army. Unit selection in Broken Arrow is second to none, as you get a full selection of 300 units from 1970 to 2023 and beyond. For example, on the Russian side, you get the full access to their extensive tank collection and can choose from the introductory T-72B, T-80U, T-90A, T-90M, and even the prototype T-14 Armada. That's right, you get access to prototype units that aren't even in the field yet, which are so cool to look at and will be cool to use. The demo already had the previews of the T-14 Armada, T-15 Armada IFV, Pegasus 25 IFV, and Boomerang APC, which are fully customizable themselves. Seeing these hyped up prototype units brings not only a cool factor, but also practical advantages in gameplay, like having advanced heavier armor and active protection systems not seen in other units. There are also different tiers to the same units to even further give you options in creating your army. A good example is the M1 Abrams tanks. For M1 Abrams, you can choose to get their lowest tier M1A1 with average armor and a weak gun, the M1A1HC with improved front armor and a mediocre gun, the M1A2 with great armor and a good gun, and even the ultra-modern M1A2 SEP V3 with top-tier armor, a great gun, and even options for trophy active protection that literally shoots incoming RPGs out of the sky. Even the infantry have customization to turn regular assault riflemen into anti-tank squads, special forces, and close combat specialists. For example, the US Force Recon Squad originally specialized in close quarters combat with 2 shotguns, a dual-purpose M72 Law, and a close quarter carbine. However, you can make them a standoff unit by switching out the CQB weapons for M110 sniper rifles and the RPG for a Carl Gustav recoilless rifle with more range. This makes infantry more important in Broken Arrow than other games, as they can do a variety of things depending on the loadout you give them. The graphics are based on the Unity engine, and boy are they beautiful. Units are fully detailed on the highest settings to match almost exactly how they look in their real-life counterpart. Planes like the F-18 Super Hornet are a one-for-one match of the real thing, down to even the different weapons it carries on its pipelines. The famous Russian tanks like the T-72B have even the ERA blocks placed correctly to match what we see in modern war zones today. The effects are also stunning, especially when you call down artillery. Launching a Tomahawk strike and watching your 500-pound warhead hit on target produces a huge, spectacular explosion. Artillery and mortars kick up dust and debris even when shells land and leave buildings appropriately damaged as a result. Graphics make you feel like you're commanding a real-life war zone. Gameplay in Broken Arrow is expected to be tactical, satisfying, and unpredictable. From my experience in the demo, which was the tip of the iceberg, you have to use all your capabilities to win the battle. From your anti-tank team to your IFVs, each unit is a piece of the puzzle and needs to be used correctly. There's also no room for mass blobs of infantry, as artillery is realistic and does heavy damage. A well-placed tank shot can take out 5 men, so dispersing units is key. The player that knows his capabilities and can use his units to the fullest has all the advantages, and I expect that there will be a strong multiplayer community for this game. With the 300 units and 1500 customizations, Broken Arrow is also more unpredictable, as you can't just prepare for one threat or even a couple threats. but you must prepare for every threat. Gameplay is shaping up to be fun and challenging overall. Broken Arrow is my most anticipated game of 2024, and for good reason. After playing the beta and the demo, I have experienced the innovations in unit customization and gameplay the developers are promising, and I am fully on board. Look for Broken Arrow release in early 2024, and I hope to see you guys on the multiplayer servers tearing my army to shreds with crazy combinations of units.